feel like the people in the cult of Kyle Shanahan have certain things in common. Either they're older journalists who know his father, Mike Shanahan, or they're younger 49ers fans who are learning X's and O's by studying his playbook and watching his plays on all 22. And they watch Jimmy Garoppolo try to execute the offense, and they'll see players, receivers open downfield, Jimmy not delivering the ball, and they'll say, boom, Kyle's a genius. Look at all these guys wide open. If only he had a quarterback that was good, he would be a champion. And that really discounts the fact that we have no idea what the progression is on these plays and what Kyle Shanahan is telling the quarterbacks in their helmet before the play, where they should go, what the coverage should be. We have no idea. But really, like, these Kyle cultists are X's and O's fetishists. They like watching the film, and they like the idea that this guy, he's so smart that it doesn't really matter who the quarterback is, who the talent is. He's the most important thing on the team, when that's never true. Play design and X's and O's are important, but ultimately overrated. You know that saying, it's about the Jimmies and the Joes, not the X's and the O's? That's true. And the most important Jimmy and or Joe is the quarterback. And so the most important thing an offensive coach, any coach, an offensive genius needs to do is evaluate the quarterback position properly and then develop it. And Kyle Shanahan hasn't shown the ability to do that. He's shown the ability to put together some cool plays, some very interesting gimmick plays, some good run plays, but can he evaluate the quarterback position and can he develop it? Starting to look like no. I mean, this guy could have had Patrick Mahomes, but decided waiting a year for Kirk Cousins was preferable. That Cousins would be better than Patrick Mahomes. That was his evaluation. Then a few years later, he could have traded Jimmy Garoppolo and signed Tom Brady. But again, Kyle Shanahan decided that Jimmy Garoppolo was better than Tom Brady. That was his evaluation. Then he finally traded all these first-round picks for Trey Lance just to sit him a year and then use him like Tim Tebow. That was his way of developing a young quarterback. It really seems like Kyle Shanahan has a type at quarterback, and there's a reason he never ends up with these really, really, really gifted ones, other than Matt Ryan that he kind of lucked into for 2 years. Kyle Shanahan has like a fetish for backup quarterbacks. If you have a skill set that would land you in the top 100 picks as a quarterback, Kyle's not really into you. He wants guys that will be picked after the first 100 picks. Kirk Cousins, CJ Beathard, Brock Purdy. That's his type. He wants guys who aren't particularly big, aren't particularly mobile, don't have particularly strong arms. What they can do is theoretically operate his system. Because again, his system is more important than the players, than the quarterback, than everything. And that's why Kyle Shanahan has never won a Super Bowl. And until he changes that mentality, he never will. You want to look at a real offensive genius, look at Andy Reid. He always makes sure he has a good quarterback. You know, whether it was Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick, Alex Smith, now Patrick Mahomes. He's never caught in the Jimmy Garoppolo no man's land. The Nick Mullins, Brock Purdy, CJ Beathard no man's land. That's Kyle's land. Let's see how Jimmy does tonight.